Hello and welcome back to my channel. I believe that this is episode 6 in our journey into the MMO RPG Mabinogi, and today we are going to be going on an adventure to find the squires. Because the goal is to talk to Sean at the gates of Avalon, which Avalon is in Belvast. And I don't believe I can I can't just use the squire tab here to go get it. So we're gonna go on an adventure to Belvast. And because my character is a new one, I can't just continent warp to Belvast. So we're just gonna go and what? Um we're gonna try to continent warp to Belvast, but I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, let's first check on the strawberries before we go on our adventure. And of course I can't go onto my homestead with a summoned pet. But I was preparing to go on an adventure, but let's check on the strawberries first. Alright. So we're going to harvest the strawberries, and we're going to hit level 3. So yay. And now we're going to go and see if we can continent warp to Belvast. I believe someone just summoned a pet or dropped a meteor to try to kill us all. Alright, let's try continent warping. You visit Belvast first by taking a ship to from Port Cobb. So we need to... Huh? I said ship, not shit. Okay, we're going to take a ship to Port Cobb, not a shit. If you have magical shit that can transport you somewhere, I believe you need to make an industry of your magical shit. But apparently my diction sucks. I am sorry. We are taking a ship with a P, not a T. This is one of my many mountable pets. I got it from doing an attendance event ages ago. I think you can buy pets like this in their store that they have. And I don't really think I have any moon gates right now. Really, except for maybe Dumbarton. So we'll probably take a moon gate to Dumbarton and then ride to Port Cobb. That seems pretty easy enough. And I'm sorry about my diction, because it sucks. Okay, so this is our adventure. We're starting in Dumbarton, and we're gonna ride to Port Cobb. There are cows. You can milk them. They're friendly. You can't kill the cows. You can kill the bears if you're high enough leveled, or they'll kill you. That's always an option too. And keep having pop-ups from my little headpiece. And my little quest thing is here, so it's telling me where the Port Cobb is. Okay, I'm going to explain this a little bit. You're going to see these around. This is the Sword Guild. These are guild stones. Some of them have gold or silver on them. And if you and a bunch of friends join, I think you have to pay like a certain amount of gold or something to get a guild stone and stuff like that. I think you can also just join guilds in-game and make friends that way. So that's what those are. There are a bunch of them, and I might show you the one that my Thorn Rose character's in later, since I'm doing an adventure right now. So this is Port Cobb. It is one of the port towns in Ura, I think? No, maybe. I never get the town or the areas right, but yeah. It's a port town. Here's some more merchants. They're in every area. Let's see. I'm just writing down the side and accidentally messing up my window. And we're just gonna kind of explore the port town because I'm lost. because I get lost easily. Let's see. Someone's fishing, because it's one of the areas you can fish, besides on your homestead. And like, there's a ship that goes that way. I don't know where that ship goes. And then you have a ship there that goes to Belfast. I'm gonna pick up this moon gate before I get ready to go to that ship, or ship to go to Belfast. My fiance is laughing at me because my diction sucks. So he keeps thinking I keep saying shit when I'm saying ship. For the millionth time, I'm saying ship. That's gonna be a running gag in this, I just know it. Okay, so let's get onto the ship to go to Belfast. And we might have to wait a little bit. I'm gonna talk to this person to find out how long we have to wait. We have to wait 3 minutes until departure, so I get to entertain you for 3 minutes. You can disembark, which we're not going to because we're going to Belfast. So, like, I think you can fish on the boat and things like that, but I'm not going to be training the skills. Let's see. Well, I guess I can learn. Okay. I guess I can show you how to learn this skill here. It's pretty basic. You read this, and you just learn the skill. You can actually read through the books and learn a little bit more about the skill. It kind of tells you about the specifics of the Ice Bolt spell, the origin of where it came from, and all that, and how to use it, so, and the precautions of using it and things like that. So that's that. And my character just learned a new skill. That's not a skill. Okay, so now I have Ice Bolt, and I just learned it. So now my character is a fledgling mage, and my intelligence stat just went up. So it was at 44, I think, and now it's at 49. Or maybe it was at 48, now it's at 49. Okay, either way, it went up from what it was, and now it's higher. I know that's a horrible way to describe it, but yeah. And then I don't really need the book, so I'm just going to toss it, which I know is littering, and I can't drop the item here because it's on a ship. And hopefully I said that right. And so now I can use my wand. And I just got a new skill for that too, because I have magic weapon mastery. And I can't use the magic on the ship, or on the horse, not the ship. But you probably can't really use it on the ship, and there's no point, because there's no enemies here. He's your friend, he's your just captain. So, I think the reason why you have to take a ship to Belfast first is so you actually have this experience. Because if you're just traveling around, like, teleporting, you won't know that these are here. And they're kind of fun to use randomly. I mean, the waiting kind of sucks, because you have to wait a few more minutes for it to actually go. But it's kind of cool to know that they have this little feature where you can go from port to port just by using the ships. And I think you can fish off the edges and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. This is one of the events they have going on right now. It's their attendance event. I just got points for being absent because I hadn't really been doing the attendance event. But oh well. Okay, so now we are leaving Port Cobb and heading towards Belfast, and it takes a few minutes to get to Belfast. I think like 2 or 3 minutes. So you get to deal with me just talking to you randomly and uncomfortably. And I'm sorry about that. I think I'm going to unsummon my horse. Might as well just keep him. So, let's see. Collection journals. No. Just kind of looking at the different stuff on here. So, like the collection journals, as you go through dungeons and things, you hunt down things. Like I could kill a fox and then I would get one of the hunting points. If I kill a rat, I get a hunting point. I'll start filling that up as I start doing the quests that actually involve action. Commerce, every time, you probably see all those little camps outside like Port Cobb, Tier Coronal, Dumbarton, and things like that. And you just take items from place to place, and that is one thing you do have to use the ships for. Is that if you're going to Belfast from like Dumbarton or even Port Cobb, you have to take the ships because you can't take a pet unless it's a commerce partner. I guess I'll show you her because I do have a commerce partner. So we'll cancel this creature, and so she is the only one that can help you with commerce. She will walk with you and everything, and I think that she can help with like increasing everything with commerce. When I start training that skill up, I'll start probably training her up as well. So that'll be that skill set. And it looks like I've been yammering long enough that we've made it to Belfast. So we'll continue on our adventure. And I love the setup of the garden. It's one of my favorite areas in Belfast. It's really pretty. And then they also have like a bazaar where people sell their items, which are like really expensive. Which kind of sucks that they have really expensive items because I want to get a set of wings for my Thorn Rose character, but I don't have enough money for her yet to get them, but hopefully soon. And my lady Rose has tried to run away, but we're gonna put her back because I need a horse to take me to where I need to go. So we're going to get my Thornfire back out, and we're gonna head to wherever the quest tells me to go, since we're still on the adventure to find my squires. Probably should have my mini-map loaded. It might help. Maybe. Slightly. Alright. So we have the little quest icon, and so we're just gonna try it too. And yeah, the trading post for Belfast is here. And you just take your trade goods and get ducats. And as I said, I'll explain trading in a bit. Yeah, let's go through the garden. It's a really pretty area. It's one of my favorite areas on Belfast. It has a fountain and the pretty fences that kind of look over the ocean, I believe. So yeah, I like this new setup that they've done. It's really cool. Because I remember there not being as much fancy stuff as before. And I'm going to grab this moon gate because when you're a beginner player, you do need to like go on horseback or whatever to get all the moon gates because they're slightly important because they'll help you get back to the main island and you can get here without even continent warping in some cases, so just by using the moon gates. So that's a cool function too. I'm going in the opposite direction of where I should be going. I suck as an adventurer. So we're gonna go up. Past the courthouse, and it's just so pretty. I like the details, like the tiles and things. I'm sorry, I'm easily distracted. I've had too much caffeine today, so I'm jittery, and you'll probably notice that over a few videos, because I filmed several videos all at once that were just longer and everything, since I'm still trying to describe the basics. Alright, now we're headed past these guards. And here's where it gets a little bit dangerous, because the enemies are a bit stronger, so, and here's another place where we can take our stuff. And Oh, I think there's a moon gate, so I need to grab it. Where is it? Okay, it's in here. Moon gates are important. We first need to figure out how to get down there. Here it is. Okay. Got another moon gate. Alright. Let us continue on our journey. We're going to sneak past the wolves and things, because if we get caught by any of these enemies, we're dead. Because we're not really strong enough to be in the area. The thing is with the squires, is I think you're famous for doing, you get this thing, you get this quest at the beginning of your game, but I think your character is famous for doing the quests that you haven't even done yet in the game. Like, my character ain't well known. I haven't even done Generation 1 yet on this character. That'll probably be what I'm starting next episode, I'm hoping, if I get the quest line for it. Or I'll try to get that quest line for it. And I need to go in the right direction. We're just gonna forget about that moon gate right now. But yeah, it's like, I haven't even done, like, any quest lines to get my character well known yet. So the fact that I have these squires waiting for me seems kind of silly. But that's how they set up the game. And I'm not complaining. It's kind of cool to have these NPCs to talk to every day and everything. Yeah, these things can definitely knock you out, these monsters here. So yeah, we're about to the end of our adventure. So this is the Avalon Gate, and I cannot enter while being on a mounted pet. So I am sorry, but you are being put back to the ether where you are now. I don't know what else to call it. And I'll just go the rest on foot. I mean, I don't think it's too bad, I don't think. Maybe. I might be lying. I might summon a pet if it looks like it's too daunting. Okay, I'm summoning a pet. I'm horrible. Oh, screw it. It's right there. I'm not that lazy. Okay. Let's see. So it's a pretty cool area. There's a castle kind of looking thing, and your squires and everything are through there. But yeah, it's like, I think that this mission should have been given to people slightly higher level than mine, because as I said, my character hasn't even gone through Gen 1 yet of the game, which is pretty much how the game starts, is Generation 1, and you start in like Albie Dungeon and you go from there, which is like the first level dungeon. So you guys know what I've done, and I don't even know what I've done yet. Hello, Sean. And he's talking about how I have all these squires and everything. And how these people want to be my squires, because I actually don't have any squires yet. And so I need to go talk to all these people who want to be part of this special unit. And I guess I'll go talk to him again. Actually, I think I have to... Let's see what the quest is. Okay, I have to go greet all the squires. So I'll just start from the furthest here. So we have Arlene, or I'm completely dipping her name. And you're either like super nice to them, or you're trying to be more professional. So like, she tends to be a little bit more bitey, so you're kind of like, well, you should introduce yourself too, and well, get used to me having a bit of an attitude. I am your superior. And she wants to be the youngest leader in history. Well, we'll see how that goes. And then we have Daya, who's this red-haired guy right here. And he's preoccupied, apparently. So when your character walks up, he, like, freaks out. And then it's like, is it okay that he's sneaking up on me or no? And I'm going to go no. And he's not happy with that answer, but he's not really happy with the other answer. It's like most of these squires don't like your character when you first meet them. You get 2 squires who like you, and the other 4 you have to actually gain the like for. So we're gonna talk to Logan, and he's pretty easygoing. It's like he's pretty easygoing, and he's one of the 2 squires you get in the beginning to choose from to actually be part of your special unit. And then Kana here is the other squire you get as your option. And she's, from my interpretation, is she's a goofball, but she's like super duper strong. But she's kind of scared at this point and freaking out. But she's pretty nice, and she's the other one that you get as an option. And then we have Elise, I think is her name. Or Elise, or I can never pronounce her name right. And I still don't understand how she's here. But apparently she's super strong. But she freaks out and cries, and it just... Talking to her at this point just makes me feel bad. It's like, I just made her cry. Like, I just walked up to this poor girl and she bursts into tears. It's like, what did I do? She's afraid of the wand. I just knew it. And then there's Caro. Sorry, I'm jipping his name. And yeah, he's a jerk. He's kind of like the other chick on the other end. They don't want anything to do with you. They would just prefer you to leave. It's like, dude, go away. And you actually have to gain respect from 4 out of the 6, and then 2 will want to join you immediately, but you can only get 1, and then the other one you have to level up, as well as level up your character in a certain way to get, I think, leadership points or something. And then once you get to like level 7 leadership, you... So let's make the special unit. Might as well. And you get to name it whatever. So I'm gonna put... Mew Mew special unit if that's available. So now I get to go pick a person of the group. She doesn't want to join. He doesn't want to join, obviously. He could care less. And she's just terrified. She's like the strongest person here, but she's freakishly terrified. The Sean character's worried now that Kana and Logan are both going to step out too, but she wants to be part of the group, and he wants to be part of the group. So, and they want to learn from a great person. Like I said, my character hasn't even done shit. He's a new character and everything. So they apparently want to learn from the other characters in my group. But yeah, they get Thor, or they get Mew Mew 22, who doesn't know shit. So, I am going to start with the opposite one that I normally pick, which is Kana, because I normally pick Logan, but why not choose Kana? Because she's fun, she's cute. And then this kind of explains how to... And then this explains how you get there. Like, I just did the long way, and now I can go through the special unit page, and I can exit camp, I can do missions, etc. Okay. I've been talking. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm sorry. Alright. So, now I have to do a quest line with her, where I talk to her and do some different stuff. So let's just do that. And so we're talking to Kana. So we have the two haters on the ends. Dia loves playing too much. He just basically is there. I'm guessing he had some special power, but he gets distracted. Then Elsie is afraid of everything, and Logan's mad at me because I didn't choose him, and he's sad. But if you don't choose Kana, she's not happy either, so. So basically, she's telling me to go and talk to everyone to get my likability to go up, or at least talk to someone. I'm gonna go talk to Logan, because even though he's mad at me, he's still pretty nice. Can you just, like, he wants to talk about missions. And fashion. And a lot of these aren't that easy. The only two that are really super easy are Logan and Kana. The rest of them is kind of a guessing game, and that kind of sucks because it causes your levels with them to go up and down. I think my fiance found a thing on the forums that kind of shows how to do it properly, but I don't know much about that, and I might look it up and put a link to it below later on when I actually start leveling these guys, but that'll be a little while. So, now he wants to talk about training. Like, my likability increased. And so, yeah. And you can only talk to them 3 times in a day. Now I'm going to talk to Kana again. So now I will... What is the next thing on the quest? Oh. Yay, my character's reached level 10! Woo! I got training points and all that fun stuff. And might as well just continue with that. Got some seals, some more training points. Now talk to Kana. I think I have to send her off on a mission. So let's do that. Let's send her on to her first mission and see how she does. I'll probably check on her in another episode and see how she goes because it takes about 30 minutes or so for the first mission to go through. And I don't plan on making this video that long, and if I did, it was an accident. So we'll send her on this one. It takes 1 day in the game, which is 36 minutes. So I'm going to send her on this mission. And you get a partial reward if your person fails, but she seems to have all the stats she needs for this, but who knows? Shit happens, so. I think this is the end of this episode because I've done all I can do from this adventure. And so this is an area you can get from, or get to from just, you have to adventure to it, which is taking a boat to Belfast and finding this area. And then you should pick up moon gates along the way because you need moon gates to travel in this place. So this is a really gorgeous area. I love it and all the stonework and all that. I kind of wish there were more NPCs like up here or we could go into like the castle and everything, but they didn't make it that way before. So I'm going to sign off for this today. Thank you and subscribe to my content if you like my content, and have a nice day and bye-bye.